Welcome back, 602 Rose Show, and we have episode 4, week 3, but episode 4 of BIP, Fantasy Bachelor for the Rose League app. Up to second place globally, second place in the 602 Rose Show League. Really big week last week. Weird episode for the Goldens, but kind of what we expected as far as general flow. Should get back on track here, at least like what is normal for the show, for normal BIP. Obviously, there's a format change coming down the pipe here at some point, but episode 4 should be a normal-ish kind of show. I think we're going to be split a little weird on the rose ceremony, but we'll get to that. Pricing, Dale, Bailey, Spencer, Jill, Jess, Brian, Jonathan, April, Kat, Jeremy, all maxed out. Alex right behind them. Jack at 23, Kathy at 17. Keith, Parisa, Natasha, Spencer, Sean, Leslie, all the Goldens that didn't score, essentially sitting back at 5. There are a lot of contestants right now on the beach. But we're going to kind of dial into something that makes sense. You can get kind of unique depending on who you take at the bottom out of those $5 guys. I don't think that's where most of the scoring is going to be, but this episode should have Gary come in. I know a lot of people had Gary in their lineups last week. He was announced as part of the starting Golden cast, and he didn't show up. So we are anticipating that Gary will get a date card. He should show up, get a card. I believe this is where all of the Gary and Leslie stuff is going to happen. So right there off the top for me, Gary will be in my lineup. This is also Kathy's birthday. I think most of what matters about that we've actually already seen in the trailers. Kathy, you should get her points. I just don't think that's where most of the points are going to fall. So after Gary, I do want Jonathan. Men are getting roses. I do want Jonathan. He is not going to get a rose from someone his own age, but he does get a pity rose from April. So that'll count. He'll be sticking around, but I think him trying to scrap for a rose for the entire episode makes him a must-play this week. I'm also going to take Andrew, and the reason for that is because if Jonathan is scrapping for a rose, I don't want Alex because she's kind of squirrely, but she's been getting knocked down on points just for some of the things she says. So I'll take Andrew to kind of be the B side of that. Andrew does get a rose. We'll see how involved he is. This is the one that I could easily see pivoting on. My pivot would be Sean. He does kiss April. I have to imagine he'll get some other kisses as well from who is it? Who is it for him? Apologies. Jill. Jill gives him his rose. So, that would kind of be the pivot for me. If you're not feeling Andrew, if you don't think the points are going to be there, I think Sean's an easy pivot, but it'll be Andrew for me. And then I want the narration edit. I'm going to take Spencer, averaging almost 25 points an episode. He is expensive, but kind of backing into him. Obviously, the five roses for Gary and Andrew lets me take anybody else that I want. But he's the narrator. He's going to have that narration edit. It's going to up his screen time. He's been swearing. I don't see any reason why that average would come down. And 25 points an episode is pretty solid. He will get a rose as well. And then for the last pick here, I went with Dale. And the reason I went with Dale, he's also averaging big points. We won't see 15 kisses in the episode like we did beginning of last week, but Dale's going to be around. Dale's going to have young people and old people talking about how he's attractive. He also seems to be getting a pretty favorable screen time edit. So I want Dale. he probably won't be top scorer, but I think he has that potential. So I really want Dale in my lineup. So Gary, Jonathan, Andrew, Spencer, Dale. And again, if you're really not feeling Andrew, you can pivot to Sean for the same price. And I think you do pretty well there. I want the B side to whatever Alex has going on, because I think there's more upside there than whatever Sean has going on. So that's the picks for this week. The CK, RJ, and Jack are all going home. And then we're pretty close to done with some of these eliminations here. We'll get some new girls coming in, potentially in this episode. It depends on where this rose ceremony falls. Like I said, I think we're going to have some dates, some drama on the front end, and then the build-up. But in 2 hours, I'm not sure if they can avoid getting to the rose ceremony, just kind of based on the timing. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for how that format goes. And then we're going to change episode format here at some point. So not exactly sure what yet. We will see it in a preview at some point. But until we know that, we'll just have to assume everything stays the same. Thanks for joining me. 602 Rose Show. Good luck this week. And keep an eye out for some late trailers that could be dropping Sunday or Monday morning.